Hi, Misha here, and you don't hear a lot of people talking about the Tavor today. And if you do, it's either the Tavor 7 or the X95. So this is the original, the Tavor SAR, and everyone was really excited about this in 2012 and 2013, and it made a splash. And this is mine. Obviously it's the black version with the 18-inch barrel. I don't know, just felt like shooting it. So yeah, let's let it stretch its legs at the range. The good old traditional Tavor. Still shoots.
Hold open looks good.
Yep.
This thing looks like something out of Starship Troopers.
Who's to say it isn't?
Did you get some bugs?
Probably. But it's winter. So yeah, it's actually quite an enjoyable gun to shoot. As you know, it does take Steyr mags. Has that kind of interesting trigger style release. I've got a pretty standard Meprolite M21 on this one. Otherwise, the only other modifications internal, it has a Timney fire control group. This is the original factory trigger itself, but the FCG back here, because the original trigger really, even to me, is not fantastic. The Timney is pretty good. I know that there are better triggers out there, especially if you go ahead and replace this, the bow, but I don't need a match target grade bullpup. But I did like the 18-inch barrel version. For one, that's the original military length before they started going shorter and shorter, eventually culminating in the Micro Tavor and X95. This has a bayonet lug. And for any of us that lived through the assault weapons ban, we love bayonet lugs because we couldn't have them. I've never actually tried this bayonet on here. This is that Italian one shown in past videos. This is a lot easier to do when you're in normal mode. There we go. Yeah, did fit. Interestingly, I guess this bayonet stretches out just a little bit. The ring does go around the muzzle, but it's right on the edge. Again, typically this goes on my Swiss guns. It was out for a different video. I just thought it would look kind of neat. This kind of hatchet chopper bayonet. By the way, this edge, it's very sharp. It's one of the few bayonets you can buy that's kind of pre-sharpened. Well, let's run another mag through it. Tavor again. She held opening it.
2 for 2 on mags.
Yep. So yeah, it is a fun shooting gun for being a bullpup. And it's quite compact. It's not lightweight, but there's so many videos out there on this gun. Really nothing new to be said. But I'm not sure. J-Ro, have you ever fired one of these?
Not yet. I'd like to, though.
So let's do that, and then we'll come back. Now J-Ro with the Tavor.
Yeah, kind of throws them, throws it up and right a little bit, but cool.
So yeah, he actually really liked it, and of course he's fired my AUG. He's fired the PS90, and one thing he said he actually really did appreciate was the Meprolite M21 sight here. He said it was just kind of intuitive, easy to pick up, easy to snap shoot with. He just seemed to really enjoy that. And it's kind of funny because this is one of those sights. It really is a love it or hate it. At least that's how it seems to me. I mean, everything I know about it is not firsthand, so got to take people's word for it. And I think bullpups are kind of that way in general. There's a lot of subjectivity that goes into them. And they can be a little finicky. Like I said, the trigger, original factory trigger, is not fantastic. You can upgrade them. Even then, it's hard to get a match trigger. But let's try it with some crap ammo. Now let's try the Tavor with Russian Silver Bear. Not like Russian Silver Bear. Why am I not surprised? Yeah, we've tested the mag. Well, so yeah,
it locked open. Is that lacquered round?
Nah, it's just Russian Silver Bear. It's just steel case, pretty lightly loaded stuff. It doesn't like a lot of bullpups. I had a loose box that someone had given us last time we went out shooting, and that's what I tried in here. Now we know.
Now we know. Was not happy with the steel case.
At least it didn't jam.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah, I've seen worse.
Easy fix.
FS2000. Alrighty. Yeah, my arm was getting really tired of doing this. But no, I'm not surprised. That ammo, it wasn't just Silver Bear, it was kind of grody, you know what I mean? The casings were, if not exactly rusty, they had that kind of sandy feel to them, like they'd been sitting out. Someone had traded us that during a range trip a couple of months ago. It worked fine in other guns, but in a bullpup, that's asking a lot. It also could be this Timney trigger, because when you do go to a lightened trigger, you are having, you can't cheat physics. So a lighter trigger means you're having less force somewhere, a weaker spring, a weaker hammer strike. It could just be that the Silver Bear, the primers were just a smidge too hard. Don't know, I could always grab the original trigger pack next time and throw it in, but I rarely shoot Silver Bear. We were mostly running PPU through this, and that ran fine. And I've had this gun long enough. It's proven reliable with even wolf ammo, so I'm very much willing to blame the ammo. And all the mags we used have been tested, so yeah. There you have it. You know, objectively, the Steyr AUG, the Tavor X95 are probably better bullpups. But there's something kind of early 21st century about the Tavor, and these were so highly anticipated that once in a blue moon, I just feel like taking it out. And I do kind of like the trigger mag release and this giant bolt release. The trigger is, the safety's fine. It's just, honestly, even though it's not a very old gun, it kind of has a retro vibe to it already going on. Plus, bayonet lug. Well, let me find my tea cozy. Put it back on my Mepra light. Kind of a neat little accessory they always come with. Same with that little shade that goes on the front. QD, of course. Metal rail. You know the deal. Flip up iron sights. I don't know. Just felt like shooting it. And we needed another 223 gun that day. And yeah, it's enjoyable. In fact, I've noticed kind of a counter trend with people starting that were full on for the X95. Now they're kind of revisiting the SAR and realizing, maybe they liked it better, but now these are out of production and no idea if IWI will bring them back or not. But for a few years there, they were kind of the hot thing, and not a bad gun at all. Really, really not. I know Larry Vickers was a big fan of them, and see why. But I'm curious, do you have a Tavor? If so, SAR, X95, what do you think? Again, I'm a big fan of the AUG, you know that from watching this channel, but I can love more than one bullpup at a time. And I definitely do like the 18-inch version. It just, I don't know, seems a little more balanced to me. But yeah, appreciate you hanging out a bit. As always, if you could, please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to help support the channel, please check out the link to our Patreon page. This is Misha, and I'll catch you very soon next time.